Hey fellow Star Citizens, Scrapchat here. In today's video, I'm going to reveal 7 things I've learned while running my Hull C that you will want to know. If there's other secrets of the Hull C that you have discovered, by all means leave a comment about it. I'll try to include it in my next Hull C video. And if you're interested in playing Star Citizen, make sure to use the referral code listed here and also in the description. You'll earn additional credits of in-game money when you do. If you're a subscriber, leave a comment with your referral code. We'll randomly choose someone's referral code and promote it in our next video. I also belong to an awesome Oregon Discord server called Star Citizen Friends and Mentoring. If you're looking for people to talk about Star Citizen with, spend time playing the game, and learning the ins and outs of Star Citizen, check us out. The link to the Discord server is also in the description. Alright, let's get started. Number 1. Force your Hull C to spawn in a hangar. Tired of retrieving your Hull C only to get to the docking port and discover the docking arm hasn't extended, so you can't get to your Hull C? Well, here's the fix for that. All you have to do is retrieve any ship in your fleet. And then retrieve your Hull C. And just like that, it's been delivered to a hangar. No more EVAing several kilometers to get to your Hull C floating around the docking port. Number 2. You don't really need to line up with the docking port. In my last video about the Hull C, I showed you how to line up with the docking port and all the gyrations you need to go through. Well, it turns out, as long as you're decently close to the docking port, the autolander will work. I'm actually upside down here, and the autolander still worked. So yeah, I mean, unless you want that awesome immersive experience, just get good and close and use the autolander. Number 3. Make a purchase by landing on a pad. While you can certainly use the docking port in order to gain access to the space station, it's not required. With the spindle retracted, a Hull C can easily fit on a pad at any station, and then you go inside and head on over to the admin in order to make your purchase. This also has the added benefit of being right next to the loading area, so when you return to your ship and request a deck assignment, there's a pretty good chance it'll be right in front of you. I personally find this to be a faster and more efficient process once you know where all the landing pads are at the various stations. Number 4. Make a sail using a pad. So you can't actually land on a station's pad while the spindle is extended. You can park next to it and EVA over to the pad. Run in, make your sail, and EVA back to your Hull C. This also has the added benefit of being right next to the loading area, so when you return to your ship and request a deck assignment, there's a pretty good chance it will be right in front of you. Number 5. Close the airlock at the docking port. I couldn't find a close the door button on the station's docking port and was constantly just leaving the door open, so anyone could theoretically walk in. Then I read a comment from my last Hull C video, and they suggested I close the Hull C's airlock door, which I never thought of. It does give you plenty of time to walk through it before it finally closes. Number 6. Repeated requests for landing, unloading of cargo go unanswered. I've had several instances where no matter how many times I request a loading or unloading deck, I receive nothing but silence. What seems to work for me is to fly right up to the cargo area and then make the request. So far, that has worked for me every time.
Okay, here's your deck assignment.
Number 7. Don't try to dock at Orion fully loaded. Orion does have a docking port. I've never been able to get it to retrieve the Hull C for me. It always ends up floating out there and you can't EVA in atmosphere. You could certainly use tip number 1 to force it into a hangar though. If you're laden with copper, as I am here, you're in for a special treat. I don't think the thrusters are powerful enough to keep the Hull C afloat when fully loaded. Every time I tried to maneuver horizontally, I began to descend into Crusader's atmosphere. The main thruster is enough to keep you aloft, but I couldn't engage the autolander in a vertical position. This is really unfortunate because I had visions of running copper from Seraphim to Orson and making 400,000 credits a trip. Not sure that's possible. If anyone else has managed that feat, please leave a comment as to how it's done, because I sure couldn't pull it off. So those are my 7 tips for running the Hull C, and like I mentioned earlier, by all means, add your own tips in the comments. If I get enough, I'll make a second video on the subject. Thanks for watching, and have a great day. Scrapjet out.